A son should be lovingly reared up to his 4th year. Okay. And then he should be educated. This was earlier times, okay, till he is 16. When he is 20 years of age, he should be employed in some work. 20, 21, 22 max. Even now, the son should be employed. Okay, it's best if they are employed and they are at least fending for themselves, and definitely, if possible, supporting the family also. And then post which, see, when the son starts wearing the shoe size of the father and even the clothes, that means they're equals now. So the father should not say that I'm the father, you sit here, you do that. No, father should be treating the son like, hand on the shoulder and, going together. That should be the relationship between father and son. Okay, no fear, nothing, equal. We both are doing well in our life and it should be equal. Okay. And the daughter also should be brought up in similar ways, education, everything, and with great care. And then, see, technically, a daughter should be treated like a princess. Technically, okay? And education should be given to her to the best, equal to the boy in the house. And when she marries, if she marries, the father ought to give her, naturally everybody gives the best that they can to the daughter. It's a natural thing. So this usually is done because of force or custom or whatever. And the boy, treating the boy, the son as an equal is important. Because always, generally that I have noticed, the fathers always say that we know much better, you keep quiet, even if the son is 30, 28, 35 at times, but the father will always be the dominating person. So this message is technically for fathers, but we don't have older fathers right now. So the ones who may become a father to a son, they remember this. Don't go and tell your fathers this now, because they are not sitting in the Karma Yoga session. You be the son now. When the rules for the son is there, you be the son. Okay? If you are a father to your son, then you should be like this. If you're a father to a daughter, you should treat her like a princess, not spoiling her, but at the same time loving and taking good care of the daughter, giving most importance to her, the wife and the daughter. See, generally, our culture, they are not fools when they say, Ladki ghar ki Lakshmi hai. They say she is the Lakshmi of the house. When we marry and enter, that, we are asked to, from our feet, the kalasham with the rice, we have to push and enter the house. And then that, generally in our house, the song Bhagya the Lakshmi, she enter the Lakshmi and stuff like that is sung. And that is welcoming the daughter-in-law. And when the daughter also comes, it is Lakshmi only. When they say Lakshmi, it is, I don't believe only Lakshmi. I feel the daughter is the wealth, not financially, but she is the wealth of the house, always. Because she sustains the house. Even after marriage, she doesn't give up on her parents. So that means she is the wealth. So that wealth has to be maintained. For that, the husband should be supporting, in-laws should be supporting, all should be supporting. That she is the wealth, and how you treat wealth, you have to treat your wife. She is the wealth, and the daughter also. She is an additional wealth. Okay? So that's important, to take a lot of care. And then the duty of the man is towards his brothers and sisters, and towards the children of his brothers and sisters also. This also. First as parents, wife, then now children, and then next. It should not be, oh, all my life I was busy with these people only. My parents, my wife, and my children. My brothers and sisters' children, who has time? No. We should have time and we should take care of them. So take care, do whatever the best you can, because it's our duty. Okay. And towards his other relatives, his friends and his servants. So it is not like, okay, I took care of my spouse and I've done a great job. No. Taken care of my parents, my in-laws, my spouse, my children, my brother, sister, their children, It is step by step. Once this is done, it is not like, okay, once I earn this much, then I will support them. That barrier will never come. If you have 2-3 meals to eat, you are in a good place anyway. So whatever you can spare, you have to start giving. Okay? And friends and servants also. Very, very important to support the house help also. Okay? Especially if they're working for long periods of time with you, you should be able to support them. And then his duties are towards the people of the same village, town, city, building, area, locality, whatever, wherever we stay. The next thing is step out and start supporting the people around us. And then, and anyone that comes to him for help, it's the duty of the householder to support anyone who has come for help. Then having like watchman come sometimes. See, it's not about watchman came, I gave him 500. He'll go drink and beat his wife. That's not the support we are speaking of. Support them in every possible way. Check what's the problem. Oh, the children. Okay, buy some clothes for the children, or pay their fees. I would do that. I would not give the money directly. I would say that I'll send it to the school directly. So then pay the money into the school. Directly you pay the fees. Then it's done. You've educated one child. So all these things we can do. And in India, it's so reasonable to pay the fees of those, poor children and all. Even the house help children, they go to regular schools. You make sure you speak to the principal or somebody and you directly pay the fees to them. And these children never need to pay the fees. Make sure, tell them like 2-3 years or whatever, or up till 10th standard, I will pay the fees of this child of yours. And suppose the servant leaves you, but you don't stop paying. You pay the fees for that child. Servant is okay. That doesn't matter. You are supporting a small child. You support. You continue supporting. Then having sufficient means, if the householder does not take care to give his relatives hand to the poor, know him only to be a brute. He is not a human being. Means one who only keeps selfish, basically. Selfish brute is a common word, okay? So you keep everything for yourself and you don't want to give to anybody. It's like, oh, it'll still be less for me. It'll still be, so you keep on hoarding. So that person is not a human being. Then excessive attachment to food, clothes, and the tending of the body and dressing of the hair should be avoided. Okay. So what does this mean technically? Because it feels, hey, what is this? We don't need to, we need to look ugly and unkempt or what. No. Excessive attachment to food is not good for men and women equally. Okay, like this, we'll buy 10 kg and keep. I am finding that the mangoes have become so expensive. So much news is coming from India. When barely I read news, but if I come across, then I just feel so upset that there is a lot of food contamination going on because people are overeating. If people eat and consume and store only as much as they need, then this will not happen. People are over consuming, like too much of food is being eaten and they are falling short of meat and all. And there is a lot of confusion going on in Bangalore also, that there was some dog meat imported instead of sheep meat. And then there was a case and they said, no, it is some new kind of sheep. They are not able to meet the demand of meat eaters. I'm not blaming that. People who eat meat continue, but reduce the consumption to twice weekly, once weekly, and quantity, reduce the quantity. Otherwise, God knows what they're going to serve you tomorrow when you eat in the hotel, okay? Take responsibility. As soon as I say this, people will say, मैं अकेला करने से क्या होगा? This is the answer I get. Or me alone, one drop is enough to make the ocean. If every single person takes the responsibility, eventually things will change. So whatever you are, even vegetables, okay? We don't need to overconsume vegetables also. Now they're injecting hormones in vegetables because the demand is so much and it has to quickly grow. And this is live information I got from somebody in our building here. He came back from India. He said, "Madam, मैं लौकी कभी नहीं खाऊंगा." मेरे सामने मैंने देखा इंजेक्ट करते हुए. So they are doing all that injections and all. The lauki or the dudhi or whatever, the bottle gourd, which is supposed to grow this much, grows this much and fat and heavier, so they get more money. We need to eat less, is what I feel. All of us have to reduce food consumption and food throwing and food storing, everything. Suppose you have excess, share. Start sharing with everybody. And clothes also, and because everything is overconsumption. And the tending of the body, taking care of the body is necessary. Nobody should neglect their body. But over-obsessed with the body, is not good for men and women. Too much obsession of the body, being body conscious, and spending too much on body products and this nail polish and all, apply, but there is a limitation to everything. Don't go overboard on anything. Take care of the body, definitely. Make it look good, definitely, but don't go overboard. And every 15 days getting all that done, every week getting it done, who cares? No, but we live in a country or a society where everybody, I also live abroad, but I don't follow everybody. I don't care what they're doing, how much nail polish they're putting, how much makeup they're putting. I don't put any makeup and go because others are putting lipstick. I will not put lipstick, sorry. I will do what I want to do and what I am comfortable in. We should not try to fit in everywhere. So be very careful of this consumption on the body. Limit yourself. And dressing of the hair, take care, do the best you can. But again, every 2 days going for some kind of hairstyle, even men or boys nowadays are doing, it's not necessary. Once a month or whenever it's due, do it. It's not like you grow and you don't do anything. No, do it. Look decent. That's all. If you like to grow your hair, just leave it. It really doesn't matter again. Do what you want. Do what you want. Whatever makes you feel good, do it. Not because it is trending. Okay? This much is clear. So then the householder must be pure in heart and clean in body. So means taking bath once, twice, depending on how much you're sweating, where you're going, what work you're doing, and pure in the heart. So no malice, no hatred, no dirty feelings about anybody. It's not worth it. And always active and always ready for work. This is to be highlighted. Always active and always ready for work. You should be on the tip of your toes, ready. What work needs to be done? It should not be, I will sit and I will sit and then I will sit. She's doing all the work. She's very active. So I prefer to sit and sit and sit. She will be healthy and you will be unhealthy. That's all. She or he, you can turn it around either way. What I will say is, whether it's a man or a woman, be very active. When the bell rings, somebody open the door. No, you get up. You quickly get up and open the door. Quickly get up and open. And in our house, sometimes 3 of us reach the door. It's like a competition. So it's usually between me and my son. We are competing who will open the door. Because we are in different rooms. And when the bell rings, we both jump up to open the door. Somebody has to open. It's not like somebody will open and we will just wait. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Whoever it is, quickly, on your toes. He must be a hero in the house. Now, this is applicable for everybody, mainly the men. He must be the hero in the house. Like, to his wife, he must be a hero. To his mother, he must be a hero. To his daughter, he must be a hero. Okay. So then hero means not only heroes, okay? I want real heroes, warriors. Not only doing this and saying, oh, I look good, Insta photo, hero. No. Here they are saying he must not sit down in a corner and weep. Ayo, this happened. Ayo, that happened. What to do? My boss told this. My job became like this and that, etc., etc. Rona dhona ban karo. Very clearly. Stop this weeping, he is saying, and talk nonsense about non-resistance. What to do? Gandhiji said, nah, you hit here, you show this cheek. No. If somebody hit here, you give one and come. It's fine. You should be the hero. Somebody came, abused your daughter, go and give them tight, left, right, center, and take them to the police station. Should have the courage to do what needs to be done. You should have the courage. Okay? Even as women, we should have courage. We should be very bold. Very, very bold. Like when Akshita was very small, somebody in Bangalore, and she was very small, she was coming back. Somebody said something, some boys, and she was barely 8 years old. And I didn't wait for my spouse to come. I went, I dragged them on the street only. I was not huge. I'm still not huge to look at. I don't have big height and all. But I called them out and I gave them left, right, center, whatever language I could use, I used. I told them, evening I'm coming again. If you ever look at my daughter, you see what will happen. You just see what will happen. I'm not going to leave you. They were like, "Arey, sorry, madam, we were not trying to do anything. Akka, auntie, everything started from their mouth." I said, whatever nonsense you speak, I'm not going to listen to you. And I just did that. And after my spouse came, I went again. Again, we gave them, and we said, next time we see you doing this with any girl, you both are going to the police station. For sure. They had just spoken something. But we should not be like, jane de, jane de. It's okay, now we are spiritual. We were not into any great spirituality. We were religious people. But still, jane de, Bhagwan dekh le. No. You step out and you do what's to be done. One more incident that happened in Kashmir. That time we were, I don't remember the time, 2014, 15 something. And we were stuck on that gondola ride, and there was my mother, and it was, a lot of people, aged people were also there. And one set of, young men, we could say around 30s, they started fighting and abusing. And the gondola speeds were less, like it was taking long time because it had started snowing. So then the next ride, they started bullying and pushing and harassing and stuff. And we were wearing all that. If anybody has gone to Kashmir, the gumboots and that whole stuff we were wearing, we were looking big, thanks to all those things. And I just stepped in. I started shouting at them. I was physically pushing them away. I said, nobody will touch any of the women. Nobody will come near the women. And then my spouse joined me, and my cousin sister and all said, what is Naina doing? They will harm her, and they are rowdies. I don't know what caste they are. And they will, Mom was shivering with fear. Everybody was there. Kids were there. But we both fought. Then we put everything in line. Everything became systematic, and we were able to come out safely. Not only we, a lot of people came out safely. Nobody came and said very good to us. We were not expecting also. We were fighting because it was necessary. They were literally bullying the older people and all. And that's not, okay, let it be, the police will come. And where police will come on that height? No police would come. We only had to do what we had to do. That time we can't fearfully, no. Best thing is non-resistance. No, that's really disgusting as human beings if we do that. Take action where necessary. Where you see the older or the women or somebody being harassed, don't just fold your hands and watch and say, 1 minute, I will call the police. No, you have to do what you have to do. You have to do. So, yeah, St. Mary's, a lot of incidents we have, a lot of stories. My cousin sister's son had come up and he had, taken control and everybody was protected. He was literally huge and he was holding his hands, supporting all the women, See, it takes some courage to do that, but it has to be done. Has to be done. We cannot be fearful. We cannot sit down in a corner and weep, even as women, and talk nonsense about non-resistance. Doesn't work. None of us are Gandhiji, surely, and none of us are like, it's okay, let it be. No. When it comes where action has to be taken, take the action. I'm not saying simply go and start hitting and fighting. But if it comes on you, the family or the women or some girls, you have to support. Have to support. In whatever way you can, you have to support. And if he does not show himself a hero to his enemies, he has not done his duties. Now, if there are wrong people coming up and you are like, it's okay, let it be, close the door, we will sit down. And there is nothing to get scared about. Vivekananda is actually calling out, saying that be bold. Be bold. There is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. When you're right, why should you fear? Take action. It is difficult, I know, because especially when we come on the spiritual path, we start feeling, oh, nothing, everything is fine, God is there, Guru is there. So bakwas hai. Jidhar jo karna hai, karu. Guru will also say, do something. He will say, who told you to just fold your hands and sit? Have to do it. And to his friends and relatives, he must be as gentle as a lamb. What a beautiful combination that when required, you are bold, and otherwise, you are so sweet, so kind, so gentle, so caring to all the relatives and friends. Very humble, speaking nicely, treating them well. This is a quality that everybody should, try to adapt. Then it is the duty of the householder not to pay reverence to the wicked. See, wicked is wrong people who are, trying to harm the society or harm certain families. Because if he says like, now, how do we understand wicked? Now, suppose there's a politician, okay, and we know that he's harming people and, maybe, very corrupt and taking some property from the poor. We don't know, something he's doing, but he's a big shot. So we salute him and we pay reverence to him. What will our children learn? We are teaching them, right? We are not supposed to treat them good because they're big shots but wicked. Okay, be very careful. If they're wicked, don't give any bow to them. Let them go. I mean, who are they? They're not important. Oh, but he's a minister. So what? Look what he's doing. Why should I salute him? No reverence to be paid to the wicked people, because if he reverences the wicked people, he patronizes them. It means I support what you're doing. When I salute a man, suppose I see a man, and I know from the history that he has been troubling the servants in the house and maybe troubling the poor in that town, and he's a big shot, I will not salute him. I will not even allow him to enter my house. Very clearly, I'll say, you stand outside. You have no business with us. Because if I don't do this, then I'm patronizing him. I'm allowing him and saying, you're doing what you're doing. It's okay. Come, sit down. Let's have tea. That's wrong. So it's a very moral thing. You have to be very, very smart and very careful here. And it will be a great mistake if he disregards those who are worthy of respect. Like a minister is coming, a politician is coming, big shot, and maybe he'll give you a job, maybe, or some good finance or something, okay? Something is due from him. He'll support you if you just, speak good to him. And there is a guru also coming. Where will you go? Same time. You are in need of a job. You are in need of money. You are in need of support. Now think, where you will go? Will you go to the sannyasi who has come to take respect, just do namaskar and come? He will not give you anything. And people have said, no, he blesses, but nothing comes true. Whatever he blesses, we don't get our wishes fulfilled. He is just blessing us. But a true, wonderful, real monk, sannyasi, pure sannyasi, you have to think where you will go. And then you will know where we are. Okay, so they are saying worthy of respect, whoever it is. It could be minister also. It could be like Prime Minister Modi also. He's worthy of respect. So depending on who it is, doesn't matter what they're wearing and what post they are, or sannyasi or not. If they are worthy of respect, you should not miss the chance to pay respect to them. You must pay reverence to them and do whatever required. He must not be gushing in his friendship, and he must not go out of the way making friends everywhere. We are to jane do, Instagram 1000, FB 2000, and I don't know what other handles. Arey bhai, oh, one person in the house के ऊपर ध्यान दे दो और 2000 का FB लेके क्या करना है? When you are falling sick, that 2000 is coming to give you medicine, or that one person in the house is coming to give you medicine. But when that person says, you're not spending time with me, 1 minute, I have to say how many likes I got. अरे क्या करेगा उसका? अचार डालेगा. What are we going to do? Make pickles? That's what we say in Hindi. अचार डालेंगे उसका. The likes and the Instagram and the craze and the mobile and the... I have seen how many likes and how many friends. This has to stop. Whether the woman or the man has to stop. Because you're sitting with each other. How does it matter how many likes who got? Are they going to feed you? Are they going to take care of you? Who is going to be next to you? Value them. Value them. The rest of them can wait. Okay?